If you're feeling stretched thin and behind, I get it. Today, I want to guide you through a gentle reset to help us calm our bodies, and together we'll tidy one tiny space so tonight feels lighter. Personally, I'm coming off a season of physical recovery and recent loss, so I understand how easy it is to feel like we have to push through those kind of things to show up for people in our lives, especially as moms and stepmoms. But we have to start with our own regulation. The old saying, you can't pour from an empty cup, is true. So let's start with our breath. We'll start with box breathing. I love this because it's one of the simplest ways to calm your body down when you're feeling stressed and overwhelmed. We're going to breathe in for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, breathe out for 4 counts, and hold there for 4. We'll repeat it 4 times together. Breathe in. Just a few breaths this way helps regulate your nervous system. If it feels good to you, keep that breath pattern as we move on, or you can just resume regular breath. And we're just going to start by placing your hands by your jaw. Do tiny little circles. And just release any tension there. There's so much. I have so much tension in this area, and I know I'm not alone. Open and close. And then just bring your hands down to one side of your neck. And 3 times pull down, and then the other side. Don't forget to breathe. I forgot to breathe. And then finally, just check into your shoulders, lift them up and release, and repeat that twice. And finally, place one hand on your heart, or both, and breathe. You can stay here as long as you like, return to the box breathing, but just a few moments of this is really calming. You probably feel a little more relaxed now, and I just want to take a moment to acknowledge the importance of relaxation. Our lives are so full, and especially blended family life can feel like a 3-ring circus. But taking these very small moments to just check into our body and regulate and breathe, find where you're holding tension and release it, goes a long way for your health. Now that you're hopefully feeling a little more grounded, I encourage you to pick one tiny spot in your home that you can tidy for a little win today. I know that when I'm feeling overwhelmed by my space, it adds to how I'm feeling inside, and especially in blended family life, on the days that stepkids are coming back into the home, there can be extra pressure to feel like you need to have it a certain way or feel prepared for them. So today we're going to pick one little spot, something that we can do in about 10 minutes and tidy together. This is not a time for a big declutter or a project or a reorganization. We just want that little win today. And I've heard of something called hushing a space that I want to try today, because the area that will honestly make the biggest impact for me right now is an area that needs a lot more than 10 minutes to get through properly. So I'm going to have you come with me as we take a look at it, and what we're going to do is pull things out and hush it and put back only what is useful for the next few days. Feel free to pick a space in your home and try the hush method with me, or if it feels like it will serve you better to tackle a very small thing like a nightstand drawer that you can really fully complete today, go ahead and do that too. Those of us who are doing the hush method, we are creating a little bit of a project for our future selves. I can say with confidence that I believe my future self next week will have more capacity for dealing with the rest of this project, so I feel comfortable doing that. I'm going to pick a day that I will finish the project for real, and today is just going to be getting that win, getting that clarity, so that tonight and the next few days with my stepkids are easier. Okay, so here is what we're working with, and as you can see, it has become quite the dumping ground. Our back to school season has been particularly chaotic. Two of the kids are in new schools this year. There's a lot of new routines and a lot of change going on. And as I mentioned, I've been dealing with a lot personally. So I really want to just reset this space to make our evenings and our mornings a lot easier. And this is what's happening right now is the kids are just dumping everything here, and then we're kind of fishing things out and sending the homework back to school. It's a terrible method. It is not what I want to continue doing. But let's be honest, sometimes that happens. You can have the best intentions, you can even have set up really nice systems, and sometimes it's just hard for them to maintain and it kind of falls apart and gets messy. So I just want to simplify it, and I want to start with focusing on function of the space, and we're just going to clear the surface and these 4 drawers and then put back only what we really need. So if I were looking to actually complete this project today, I would do this in a different way. I would actually be sorting as I go and putting things back where they belong. But I don't want to make any decisions today, and I just don't have the capacity to work at it that long. So like I said before, we're just going to put everything in a big box, add a date on that box. I'm choosing a date next week. It needs to be dealt with by then. And today we just want the space to feel lighter and make our next several days easier. Here is that instant gratification I was going for. The space feels much more functional, and I no longer have that visual clutter stressing me out. The kids will have easy access to anything that they need for schoolwork for the next several days, and I have a plan for setting up the system that will be more functional going forward. I no longer feel like this is hanging over my head because I've given myself a small win today, and I've taken it off my plate now by scheduling it for a date in the near future that I can realistically get it done. Now that you've connected to your breath and reset one tiny area of your home, I invite you to dedicate 10 minutes to something that feels good to your body, whether it's a short walk or stretching or just curling up with a hot cup of tea, something that makes your body feel safe and regulated. Remember, shared spaces shift, and when your stepkids and kids get home, they bring in their energy and they pick up on yours. So if you can regulate first, you're setting your household up for more success. We're modeling calm, not perfection. You're human, and it's okay if you're not at your best. Just breathe and reset. I'm curious if you joined me for a gentle reset today and if it helped you feel a little more at peace. If so, please comment the word calm below. And I'm also considering creating some Pilates and stretching routines for you. I taught Pilates for over 10 years, and I have some ideas to help you work that into your life as a mom and a stepmom. If that interests you, please comment Pilates below. As always, I appreciate you being here, and if you got some value out of this, please click the like button and subscribe for more stepmom-friendly support. I'll see you next time.